Hello, everyone. I think I am live. Oh, it has been it has been just what it has been for the last 3 months. Every week has a new flavor. Every week has a new just pace about what's happening. It has a new set of dynamics, a new set of priorities, and a new set of drama. Drama. So, you know, alongside, please let me know that you're here. Give me a thumbs up, write a comment. I want to make sure that I actually am live in the group. It says that I'm live, but I'm not exactly sure. So, today I want to share a few things with you. Um, you're in this group because you're feelers. Some of you know the word empath, most of you do. Most of the world doesn't know the word empath, but everybody I know is a feeler in some way, in the sense that whether they recognize it or not, they will get impacted by what is around them and the people in their lives to a degree. A person who knows they're an empath can feel what's underneath the words, can feel collectively what's going on around them, um, can feel the heart of another person even through the words that they speak. But still, we're all kind of navigating in um, the soup is energy, the currency is energy. Energy is what? Energy is subtle. That happens when you interact with people. Some people are warm and comforting and welcoming, and other people are stern and logical, or they're not, like two sides of the camp. But we all have this essential makeup to us. Hi, Christy. Hi, Renee. Boo boo. um, we all have this essential makeup to us, and some people are more logic driven, more um, just, I want to say, grounded in a reality that is just right in front of us, as opposed to if you are quite empathic, you're quite intuitive, and you can sense what needs to happen. You can come up with the ideas, you can see beyond circumstances for solutions. It doesn't make it easier to be here, it makes it harder because you feel the discord, you feel the struggle that people go through day to day, um, because everybody is struggling in some way. I'm going to broadline this across all races, not diminishing one or another, but every single person I know has a struggle in front of them of some sort, and every single one of us is collectively tied into everybody else. It is not just our journey. But I say a but because if you're very empathic, you want to fix things around you. You want to alleviate the pain. You are what everybody else is. Like you can get lost in that. So embracing your gift without losing yourself is huge. I didn't really see this until I was about 40 years old, when I totally lost myself through some crazy thing, some crazy encounter, some crazy energies, and I had to actually really take a hard look at how I defined myself, who I was, and then I found the word empath. Only then. So just imagine the person that's out there that, I navigated as a business professional all my life, really, as a very creative, intelligent. I know how to get to C. I go to A, then B, then I get to C. Like I could creatively step into what needed to happen. I followed that. It was an intuitive, it was an intellectual, it was a capacity I had to feel what to do. But all along, I was that, feeling that, not just, logically A, B. There was a logic, yes, but I didn't even realize I was feeling where to go and what to do. My decisions were based on feeling more than logic. If something felt right, I did it. If it didn't feel right, I don't care how much logic there is there. I'm not doing it. That is very much an empath trait. Stubborn, stubborn. We have to go with feeling. If something feels right, we do it. So today I wanted to talk to you about a couple things. So this is not a full on all encompassing. This is everything you need to know. This is me brainstorming the idea of what drains us. What drains us every single day. All right. Easy one, right off the top of my head. Listening to something, anything negative, chaotic, anything like that, unless you can step back based on your sensitivity level, right? Unless you can step back, and even if you're not sensitive at all, trust me, if you watch the news for an hour, you will leave there totally, totally, totally feeling drained or angry or riled up, right? You're going to feel all this other stuff that wasn't there before you started listening to that was on TV, before it started rummaging around. So what happens is there's an exchange of energy with anything and everyone, whether you read it in a book, you read it in a post, whether you watch it. It's all an exchange, whether somebody's in front of you. So the skill here is in recognizing what is positive for you and what is not positive engagement. What is negative engagement? Negative engagement is a win lose situation. Negative engagement is a drama. Here's this, the world's going to end. That's negative engagement. Positive engagement is a conversation that you have where you try to to gain knowledge and wisdom from exchanging information with another person, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. All of it is wrapped up together. All right. But what happens is some people have shut down the feeling side of this and they just look at the data. Just give me the data. That's it, right? It's not wrong. It's their go to. It's not wrong. What it does, though, is diminish the value of feeling in their life, within their relationships, within how they exchange energy with other people. They actually, it's a great gift to know when you're talking how the other person is receiving the information so you can gauge how to say it in a more constructive way, in a more heartfelt way, or sometimes in an even stronger delineating out this is what it is way. So this gift that we have helps us engage. Taken to the nth degree, the gift can just hold us back because we're feeling too much. We're feeling and we want to fix, and we're getting into their energy field way too much. And we're helping, right? We're helping, but we're absorbing in the process of helping. So every single person that says they're an empath, I'm like, okay, first thing you're going to do is separate you from them. You from them. Because you cannot give away parts of yourself every day and feel whole. You're going to lose yourself. You're going to deplete yourself. And for who? For what? It's not worth it. This journey is for you to come to terms with who you are as a sovereign being in a physical body that can impact others in a positive way without losing yourself. There's more to this equation because what it means is that you, on some level, are connecting to things, to subtle things that other people may not be doing. So you can feel more exhausted. You can deal with depression more often because typically the empaths are going to counsel, they're going to go rescue, they're going to save, they're going to help in any way that they can. Just don't lose yourself in the process of doing that. All right. Of course, I've got the peanut gallery over here. I love you guys. I do. So what you watch, what you listen to, what you hear, what you engage in, when you're there and you're present, unless you can be observing, you're engaging. And I learned this the hard way. Even if you try to give a nice, beautiful sharing with somebody. If that person is not in a place that they can hear you, and there's your discernment skill, they can't hear you, then the only option you have is to listen. Listen, because in doing that, they will appreciate and they will calm down in the process of you listening. Wisdom. Do not absorb in your listening. You are listening from a place that is neutral. If you can't do that on a certain topic or with a certain person, then you need to step back. Okay. So that's a little bit on a draining thing. There's more to that. You know, um, there's much more to that. Um, what is uplifting to you, to us? In general, uplifting comes when we are not feeling scattered. We're not ragged. We're not rushing. We're not, we're not in that state of helter skelter. Ah, the world is falling apart, right? So uplifting looks like, geez, I spent some time reading this book. I spent some time out in the yard. I spent some time talking to my wife. I spent some time hanging out with the kids. I just hung out and did something that I loved doing. That is uplifting. Or you're at work, uplifting. On you're at your pace, you're engaged in what you're doing, and you've chosen to love what you're doing. You've chosen to love what you're doing because that is what you're doing. So if you hate every second of it, it's draining. If you love every second of it, it's another story. So what we choose, how we see it, how we think it is how we experience it. Changing our lens, adapting, switching, making choices that are in our favor is what this whole game is about for every single one of us. And trust me, if you are hyper motivated to go and make changes, and you're that person you're full of energy and you've got it going, go for it, right? That's what you were made to do. It's not the case for every single one of us to go at that pace. So we need to honor what that is. Honor yourself. I had something else I wrote in this post I wanted to share. What did it? Okay, clearing your energy. Anxiety. That was the word I used. Anxiety, my friends. Anxiety. Before I even learned about the word empath, I I just thought there was something, a little bit off with me. I got tired easily. I had to get plenty of sleep. At the end of the day, even when I was in high school or whatnot, I would come home and need to eat to feel better. I learned early on that I had to write as a teenager in my journal, and I wrote the same garbage every single night, pretty much, in order to feel better. That allowed me to release things, right? These are all, and I learned in my college years that exercise was an amazing thing for me. It helped me immensely. So, anxiety. Anxiety didn't become something even I knew the word of at all until my 30s. I had my children. I did not have a high stress life. Did not. Other than my children, and they were stressful for me because of the way that I process my life. They were stressful because I, from this career oriented quiet, I can accomplish something to, oh no, everything is, there's no schedule today, and here are the kids, right? That was stressful for me. And I actually had to give them like quiet time in order for me, you would think it was for them, but it was for me, because all day long we were like, it was like popcorn every 2 seconds with kids around. So anxiety, let's go back to that. I would wake up in the morning when things in my late 30s got a little bit crazy for me with anxiety out of the blue. Where is this coming from? I didn't have it when I went to bed. It's here first thing in the morning, to the point that anti-anxiety, antidepressants, there was no reason for it. That's why I'm saying we think it's other things. It wasn't other things. It was the energy that and how I interact with energy around me. There's my energy, there's the collective energy of people, and there is my role. My role is as an empath. Empaths are healers. We feel things. We are feeling, whether it's our stuff or somebody else's stuff, and we need to rein it in, because we certainly don't want to be crippled with people's negativity, their anxiety, and the anxiety around us, because there's a lot of heavy. So let me explain heavy energy versus light energy. All right. An empath is able to feel amazing, amazing stuff. And we share that stuff with other people. We do for other people because we know what it's like to feel good, and we want them to feel good. And it bothers us when they don't feel good, because then we feel what they feel, right? So if you learn how to separate out and how to stand stronger in who you are without absorbing, you're intentionally managing your energy. Then you can share without absorbing. Let's go back to anxiety. I've learned lots of things all these years, lots and lots and lots of things. I've learned that if you're really highly attuned empath, you can clear things in other people and you can clear things in yourself. And the task at hand is for you to learn that stuff. I cannot be there for your day to day. You are going to learn that stuff. So, one simple way of clearing anxiety is to connect with a beautiful feeling. I don't care if you pick a color. I don't care if you pick a scene. I don't care if you pick water. But you need to start using your biggest gift, which is feeling. So you go to the opposite of what you're feeling and you wrap yourself with that using your visualization, your intention. You do that on purpose. You fine tune these skills through using them and having people in your life that have already used them and that are holding a high vibration. What does that mean? That means that some of us have taken this really seriously, and we have integrated and grounded a vibration that is so pure that when you're around that vibration, you start to attune to that. And the more you attune to it, the stronger you become, and the more you can hold it for longer periods of time. It doesn't happen immediately. It's not a pill I can give you. It's not one thing that you're going to do that's going to change this. It's a consistency. It's an intentional management of your gifts and who you are. It's an intentional priority. So, I said a lot. I said a lot. I hope this helps you today, tomorrow, and in the future as you step forward and step into your greatest gift. If you would like some help, look up empathevolution.com, schedule a time to talk to me, and we can go from there. Thank you and have a great day.